Now, today we are going to see next part of this section. Already we have seen the way hierarchy is provided for XML hierarchy. Now, um, the way we work with the child nodes that which are created under a root node. Now, today we are going to learn how to. First, I'll cover those examples. Yesterday, whatever the hierarchy we discussed, that part will cover through examples. And yes, after that, yeah, after that we'll see how to access attribute data. Okay. So for a while, I'll comment this and I'll directly write this. Also, you comment this. Also, you comment here. En student is here. Here I write message box dot show. First, what you want to print is S1. You want to print S1. So how to print S1? You can say like En student dot first child dot first child dot first child dot outer XML. That's it. Now if I run my query, I'll get S1. If I run my program, you can see now. Click on this button, S1. Same way, I want to access S5. S5. So this I'll comment and I'll add one more. Message box dot show En student dot last child dot first child dot outer XML. Then execute. I should get S5. S5. Same way, I would like to print now past S3 1003 student result. I want to result. So this I'll comment and I'll introduce again. Message box dot show En students dot child node of 2 dot last child dot first child dot outer XML. Now I should get passed. Yes, yes, this is how you access your data. Okay. Now, before I go further, there is another important thing. Now, what is that important thing is on these two I'll highlight element node and text node. And what we learn is for element node, that is for mm, element node, en name is element node name. So I write here message box dot show, and you have to understand one thing in it. Element node will have name. Element node will have name. Means if I run my program now, en name dot name will bring you this element name, that is S name. Now if I run my program, I'll get the output for what? S name. Yes, that is element node has name, but element node doesn't have value. Message box dot show en name dot value. So if I run my code now, name will be s name, value nothing. You won't get anything. This is name. Value blank message box. Blank. No, nothing you have. That is about element node. Okay, comment this. Now I'll talk on text node. Okay. For text node, reverse message box dot show tn name dot name. So you won't have name for the text node, but you have value. Message box dot show tn name dot value. Now if I run my code, tn name dot name, you won't get anything except that it provides hash text. It will provide indicating there is no what name, and tn name dot value will provide you with value as s1. Okay, hash text means there is no name, value s1. Okay, now going further, now we will try to access attribute. What do you want to access? Attribute. And for attribute, we'll have name and value both. Attribute will have what? Name and value. Both you'll have. Okay. Let's see how to access attribute. Comment this. Comment, comment, comment. Now I write here. Here I write message box dot show, and I write here en student dot get attribute, and you should give roll number. So obviously our control is now on first child, that is 1001. So if I run, I'll get 1001 node, I'll get value. Yes, 1001. What is the method I used? Get attribute. Okay, another approach we have. Message box dot show en student dot get attribute node. Get attribute node, and I'll give roll number. Semicolon. And you want to access through what? Value you want to access. So better, I create a class object to access this. So you don't use directly. So what you have to do? We have a class XML attribute. Attribute node RNO equal to. Yes, now you can say message box dot show an RNO dot name. You'll get roll number. Roll number. Then slash n or slash t. Again I'll say plus an RNO dot value. So now output will be roll number 1001, that you'll get, or better you write equal to, you write, so that you'll understand clear. Execute. Now you'll get roll number equal to 1001. That is another approach. An RNO dot name, an RNO dot value, both. Similarly, another approach also we have, and in that approach we are going to learn about attributes collection. Another approach. Here I'll write XML attribute and roll number, or an ROLL roll number equal to en student dot attributes collection. Yes, here you have to give roll number. Then, as usual, copy this message box dot show and role dot name concatenate and role dot value. But execute. Click on this. This is one way. This is second way. This is third way. All three are covered. All three are covered. So attribute will have what now? Name and value. Element node will have name but no value. Text node will have value but no name. That's compulsory. You have to follow all these 3 points in order to access XML data. Going further. Now what I'll do, I'll just keep this aside here. Now I'm going to create one combo box. Go to toolbox, drag and drop, and place a combo box here. Right click properties, and in properties here you can give something called CMB roll number. That is combo box roll number. Now if I run my code, here I should have all the roll numbers, all roll numbers I should have. So in order to deal with this, there are few things that you have to modify for the existing one. First modification. This is under button click event. Shift this as member here. Yes, one change. And this XML element object is there. That also you can make as member. And from here you remove. Not needed. Okay. Now after making these two, go to this document load I need, form load menu. Okay, so go to form1.cs design window, select the form, double click, first load, get the data into load. Now you have to use en students is equal to document dot or doc dot document element. Now you have to write for each loop, for each XML element en student in en students dot child node, then cmb roll number dot items dot add en student dot get attribute of roll number. That's over. Run the code. You'll have roll numbers available. Yes, all roll numbers. 1001, 1002, 3, 4, 5. All roll numbers are available. All roll. Now we will try second part. What is the second part I want to do is, I want, whenever I select here, whenever I select roll number, I would like to get details of those students. Roll number, name, result. Three things I would like to get now. Three things. So first design part you complete. Design part. Go to toolbox. Let's start. First keep a label. Okay. Then beside it, text box. Then again label. Second label. Then I want to have text box. Then label 3. Toolbox. I'll have text box. Now, first label, right click properties. Here you'll have roll number. For this, go to properties, give the property name as name, and here I give the property as result. Then select this text box, right click properties, come down. Here I have txt roll number. Then select this, right click properties. Here I should give txt name. Then here I give, go to properties, text box, txt result, txt result. Three are there. Three. Now select the combo box and double click on. Yes. Now interesting part. That hierarchies now we will come across to learn. And we know that all nodes can be accessed with index position as well. Int index is equal to cmb roll number dot selected index. It means whatever the value you select in combo box, its index position it will extract. Then XML element en student is equal to typecast en students dot child nodes of index position. Yes, whichever value 1001 if I select, ind will have 0. That 0th node it is. Child nodes of 0. You'll get that first node. And you want your values. Txt roll number dot text is equals to cmb roll number dot text. So this is for roll number. Now logic for name. Txt name dot text is equals to en student dot first child dot first child dot first child dot value direct. Then txt result dot text is equal to en student dot last child dot first child dot value. That's it. Execute. Now select. Yes, 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 yes. This is based on what? Combo box. Okay. Second part. Now we will try another approach. And in this approach, what I do, I want to select or I want to retrieve all the students in names especially. I would like to get all the student names here. Means output should be like what now? S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Five student names you want to retrieve. So for that, what I do, place one button here, place one button, and you want to get all names. Go to properties. Here I'll say get all names, then name btn, get all names. Save on. Double click on the button. What exactly you're looking for? All names. All. So here, one interesting part of this topic is you can manage it with the help of for each loop, getting all student data, getting one student data. In that you can pick up your name. One approach, actually. One approach. If not, we have direct facility. XML node list. We have a class. Node list names. You'll get all the names. And you can say document dot get elements by tag name, S name. This will target only that specific element node. Only S name. Only S name. Okay. You want all names now? String names equal to space initial value for each XML element en name in NL names. Then names plus equal to en name dot first child dot value plus slash n. Direct message box dot show names. If I run now, if I click on the button, yes, all names. I said no, yesterday's class. Now you can remember how important it is. 5 minutes. S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Okay. But what did you do? We have used direct method. Direct get elements by tag name. That method has retrieved all the names and we used XML node list for accessing that data. Okay. Another scenario. This is this is logical but interesting. If you listen to this with little concentration, easily you can manage. Easily. But understand it clearly. So connecting with that, you can try out other process also. I'll show you one process. How to add a new node into this XML file through coding. Through coding. You have to write a program for that now. So before I do, first I'll show you how many element nodes are there. Okay, see, this is one element node. This is another element. Okay, first I'll add the button, then we'll come back and then we'll understand. Okay, better go to toolbox, place a button, right? And I say here, right click, properties. I'll write here text. Text I'll say add node name btn add node. Double click on the button. Yes. Now let us go and understand. Accordingly, I'll design the coding on. How many element node? Student one element node, name one element node, result one element. So on the whole, three element node. Create three objects. Element. For student node it is. For student it is. For name, en name node it is. En result. On the whole, three XML element objects. Three XML element objects. Now, connecting with this, another part. Now, what we are going to learn, it is related with something called XML. First, go and see there. Here, two text nodes are there. Text node. For that, you require two objects. XML text, TN name, TN result, TN result. This text node, that is element node result. And we have an attribute also, XML attribute and RNO. Better I'll give full word, roll number and roll number. Semicolon. On the whole, how many objects you created now? 3 plus 3, 6 objects. And we too have 6 objects, 6 data only. One element node, second element node, third element node, two text nodes, one attribute. Exactly same thing I have designed. Now, you remember names now? Objects are ready now. What is ready? Objects are ready. Now, under these objects, now what you have to do is, you have to specify names of those objects. You have to specify what? Names. Names of those objects. Names of those objects. So, en student will have one object called student, and second student is enough. So I'll have the names of those now. En student is equal to document dot, it is element now you want to create element, and element name is student. Same way, en name is equal to document dot create element s name. Then en result is equal to document dot create element result. So three element nodes we created. Three element. And what you have to do, you have to create text nodes. Text nodes are those nodes you have to create based on the values that you input in text boxes. The values in text boxes. You have to use those values that are created in what? Text boxes. So for that part, what we will do now is tn name is equals to document dot, there is a method called create text node, and I say txt name dot text, means whatever the input you give in text box, that will be your text node now. Same process for result also, document dot create text node, then you have to say txt result dot text. Okay, you want to have attribute also. Attribute name is roll number. So we say an r and roll number is equal to document dot create attribute. Yes, and here you should give attribute name as roll number. After that, you want value also for what? For that roll number. So I say an roll number dot value is equal to txt roll number dot text. Okay, so whatever you input in roll number, that would be your this one value for roll number. So what did you do here? First you created 6 objects. Now you created all the nodes. all the nodes. Now what you're going to do is, we are going to link them now. Link them. So to link them, what you have to do first, student is a part of students. Under students, student is there. So first link students dot append child en student over. First connection is made. Now under student name and result we have. So en student dot append child en name, then en student dot append child en result, then text node should be part of name. So en name dot append child tn name, then en result dot append child tn result. Then you want your attribute to be a part of en student. So en student dot set attribute node. We have a method, and here I should write and roll number. See the process. First create objects, then create all the nodes, then you link them, and now save them. Save. Load is there, that I'll copy. This line I want. Copy, place here, change this load to save. After that, this roll number should be even added to combo box. Roll number dot items dot add. Then I should say txt roll number dot text. Okay, this will add your value to combo box. Confirmation. Message box dot show. I should write and txt roll number dot text node successfully added, semicolon. Successfully appended, better I write. Better I write. New node. So and so number, new node successfully appended. That message you'll get. Okay, that's it. Over. Now compulsory close the file. Remember, we have last value 1005 only. Now after that, I'll have a new node that I'll do through program. Currently, I don't have. Close this file. Run the code. Here I give 1006 S6 result. I wantedly give for understanding. Withheld. Some information instead of result passed failed. I just gave it as withheld. I gave it as withheld. Now you click on add node. Read the message 1006 new node successfully appended. Okay. Is C in combo box 1006 is there? Yes. Go to that file now. Solution Explorer, students.xml, open it. You can see here added 1006 S6 withheld. Similarly, you have to try for updation and deletion. You have update to node, delete node. You can do that part. How to update and how to delete. See, last session, what actually you don't need to last session because we were not aware of all these things and we don't have idea about text node, who is connected to whom. For that reason, I didn't show. Otherwise, Yesterday itself, I would have created the total XML file itself with this program, so that every node. Yesterday, I copy pasted all that data. I don't know whether you people remember it or not, but I did that process. I copy pasted that content. You actually should not do that. We should not do that. That is wrong. We never do that process. So it should be only through practice. You without practice, you can't find the I mean, you can't remember what actually we are looking for. Purely it requires, or it is dependent on practice. Same way what I'm saying, how to go with what modification, how to do deletion. That part will be there. Mm, okay. Next part, what we'll discuss. If you want to access second child of result, second second child of result. Yeah, child nodes you have to use. Child nodes property. That a collection is the child nodes that you have to use. Only first and last we do directly. First and last. And what we will try next in this. Okay, that's it. Modification, deletion. You can try out. When I share my notes, you can go through that. Okay. Now let's start with next part. That is WPF. File, new project. Now you should change your browse C drive, CS batch 6 p.m. Select the folder. Here I have WPF, Windows Presentation Foundation. Windows Presentation Foundation. Oh, exactly connecting with Windows programming. This topic is extension. Windows programming you can call extension. Okay. See here. One thing to remember in WPF here, usually we'll get there in Windows programming, you'll get form1.cs, form1.cs design, form1.cs logic. Two files will be there. Here you'll find the name main window dot XAML is there now. You pronounce as XAML. XAML. ZAMMEL. This is one new language which Microsoft introduced in in WPF. XAML. Executable Application Markup Language. Executable Application Markup Language. Okay. How you design is here. This is logic window. CS file form1.cs, same coding. There you'll have public form constructor. Here main window. First window of WPF is called main window. After that, whatever the forms you add, you will be finding the names. You will be finding the names of those forms as mm, window 1, window 2, window 3, like that you'll get those names. Now, now it depends on you now. It depends on you. And you find some, mm, you know, a detail, sorry, designing part, you can find it quite very much improved in your WPF. So just need to have some idea on that of how you go with what WPF. So now first I'll show you how to do with coding, right? So here grid is one container. Container. There we have form container. Here grid is there. Grid canvas. One container is there. Canvas. So we have like 3 to 4 containers in WPF. So first I'm talking about grid. As simple I do, I want to create a button. So I can say like this. Button. Button. Then X colon. This is called alias. Name equal to BTN show. Content equal to show. Width equals to 70. Height equals to 30. Font size equal to 20. Font weight equals to bold. Close. That's over. You got the button there. Coding. Everything good. I am myself saying interested, go with coding. Not interested. Skip off. You write drag and drop. Toolbox is there. Use toolbox. I'm not saying that everyone has to do with the same process. No. Now question. What is that new you have in this button? What is that new you have in this button? This is the advantage. Currently, these are the content I added. This is the content. But the moment I make changes for this button, I can do this in WPF. You can't do this in Windows programming. That is the advanced part in WPF. I can tilt this. Yes, I can do this. The moment I tilt this, you can see here, these all added. Render transform, transformation group, scale transform, skew transform, angle, all automatically added. I didn't write anything. And these all have become a part of button. These all automatically added. You want to write a code for this? Go for it. Double click on the button. Say message box. Message box dot show button is clicked. That's it. Control F5. Yes, click on a button. Same message. That's it. You want to add a new button? Yes. Yeah. So you want to add a new window? Solution Explorer. Right click on the project. Add new window. Yes. Window 1.xml. Add. Yes. Now I don't want. I'll do this with the toolbox. Button. Yes. Over. Automatic coding has come. This all automatically has come. You do manual changes. X colon name equal to btn get main window content. I'll give as get main window. I'll give text property here only. I'll give font size width equals to 70, height is equals to 20, font style equal to no, font weight equals to bold. Yes, just come down. Somewhere we are wrong. Acha, already width the height is there. Again we added. Okay, I remove it. Yes, add it. Width you change. I gave 70 na? Instead of 70 I'll make 80. Instead of 80 I better make 100. 120. Yeah, everything is easy. Height also you change. 30. Yes. Save all. Yes, button is added. Get main window. Button is added. Now, which window you want to call? This main window. I want to call that. So double click on the button. You have to write logic now. You have a class main window mw equals to new main window constructor mw dot show. Yes. Now another interesting thing is you want to start the execution from window one. You want to start the execution from where? Window one. Main window is currently default, but I want to change this to window one. And in Windows Forms application also, we have this process to do. But interesting part is that we use program.cs. We have something called application.run, and we change the constructor, Windows Forms application. We have a topic discussed by name something called MDI, multiple document interface, one topic we studied. Go through the topic, you'll recollect that point. Exactly same thing. I would like to have, if I run my, okay, already you're in window one, no? If I run my code, you'll get main window, not this window one. See, show we got, but I'm interested to get this one. So I have to change my startup object, Solution Explorer, Open app.xml. Here I have startup URI. You change this to window 1. Close this XAML. Execute the code now. Now I'll get main window. Yes. Click on this. Main window gets opened. Yes. Click on this. Button is clicked. This is one part. Connecting with what? WPF. I'll cover one more part also. What I do now, close, open a new one. New project, WPF, OK. Now, in Windows Forms application, you have to do a lot of tasks in order to do this, what I'm showing you now. Here they're bit simple. What is it simple? Go. First I should have one video. So we'll see what video. C drive. Pictures. I don't have. No. So where downloads? No. C drive. There is one folder where I have videos in. Okay, where C drive. Bash 4 p.m. Here I should have one video. Here I have wildlife.wmb. Right click, copy. Copy this video, put it in our folder. C drive. CS bash 6 p.m. Here I'll place. Paste. This is our video now. This video I want to run now. I want to play this video. So to play that video, toolbox mein you have a control. You have a control called media element. Drag and drop. Yes. Increase this. Yes. Now we'll add few things. X colon name equals to med element. Next, what you need is source. Source equal to C colon slash slash CS batch 6 p.m. slash slash wildlife dot wmb. That's the file we have. And I'll say here loaded behavior equals to manual. Yes. Done. Now I'm going to play video here. You want buttons, 3 buttons to control this video. So I'll put 3 buttons. This is one button. This is one button. Similarly, I'll put one more button beside it. Okay, second button. Similarly, I'll put third button. Yes, 3 buttons I placed. We'll keep in center. Okay. What are the text you want to apply? Change here. First button. X colon name equals to btn play. Content I'll give as play. Here. Pause. Name of the control. X colon name equals to btn pause. Third button. X colon name equals to btn stop. Content equal to stop. Say 3 buttons. We'll make it little bold so the text is clearly visible for us. Font weight equals to bold, and I'll copy paste this everywhere. Copy this, paste. Copy this, paste. Yes. 3. Now you want to play the video. Double click on the button. Simple we have. Media element dot play. That's over. You don't need to write. Ready-made methods we have. Play. Then you want pause. Double click. Media element dot pause. Over. Then again media element dot stop. Yes. Control F5. Over. Play, pause, stop. Play. Video start play. What happened? Debug. Start without debug. Might be that video got corrupted for at my end. Pause. Play. Stop. Like that you can play your video. You try some other videos so that you can find the working process. Media element dot no. 3 are there. Play, pause, stop. That's like this you are going to work with what? Media element. WPF. This is one more task of this media, what you call WPF. Another scenario. That's tomorrow's class. We'll continue for remaining.